Hey everyone in Facebook, how are we all? I know there's a slight delay, so we'll see on who comes around, but as you saw, the question is, who are you looking for? Let's see if anyone comes on. It's 10:30 at night. I'm not too surprised if no one comes on. Let's have a look, see who comes. You're live. Hey Albert! How you doing, buddy? Good to see you on. Hey, loving the hearts and likes. Thank you, darling. What's sad? Wow, what's going on with you? You're angry? Oh, I'm not having you angry. Oh, who else we got? I missed who was that. Your name hasn't come up either. Okay, so a few people popping on, which is good stuff. Jeff, how you doing? Abin. Jeff, good to see you live. Albert, good. Yeah, good stuff. We've got a few others coming on, bouncing on and off, but good. So, as it says, who are you looking for? Hey, Leon Witter. I've got to behave now. Leon's on. King of broadcasts. Hey buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. So, who are you looking for? A few days ago, I actually posted in my community, and I'm going to pull the post up so I can refer back to it. And it was a really good post. It got some good interaction. A few people saw it, and I wanted to share it out with the wider audience. Mr. Boltinghouse, I hope you are recovering well. Jeff, good to see you on, my friend. Two Jeffs on, so it's going to be Jeff B and Jeff A. Hey, A and B. Pleasure, Leon, pleasure. Credit and respect where it's due, buddy. Looking forward to seeing you hopefully at a travel party in London at some point. Trying to get up as soon as I can to you. So, object of today was who you're looking for. What are the three main things that you want to look for in someone when you're out networking, out building your businesses? It doesn't matter what it is, but it's important you know what you're looking for. There's three key areas that I believe, and I think it's quite proven that you want to be looking for. Most successful networkers look for these three areas for that prospect to have, and that's something that, you know, I think if you stuck to that, you'd have a lot more success in what you do. And they're basically good attitude, be motivated, and willing to learn. That's it. You don't need to have anything else, okay, from a prospect, but they need to have a good attitude. They need to be motivated for their own success, their own drive, their own enthusiasm to be able to excel. And I can't think of the words now, gone totally blank. But they're the three main things. Now the key thing is if you find someone that has a good attitude, that's great, but they're not motivated, you're never going to get them motivated. No matter how much external motivation you give them, they're never going to get it. But you can always teach them the skills. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But are they going to take it to where it needs to be? Are they going to have that drive, that motivation to where they want to be, right? So they have to have that within them. Okay. Likewise, you could find someone who's motivated and learn the skills, but if their attitude ain't great, how good are they going to really be in their business? How good and how well are they going to grow their own business? Okay, and you can't give someone a good attitude. You can't wrap it up in a parcel, send them a link to it for them to go and get it. That's something that has to come from within. That's something that they have to develop. They have to grow. So if your prospect hasn't got a good attitude, again, 2 out of 3, as Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but it's not everything, right? Now, if you have a good attitude and you're motivated, there's 2 out of 3. But guess what? A skill can be learned. It can be trained. It can be coached upon. It can be put in front of you for you to learn. What do we do at school for God knows how many years? What do we do through education? What do we do when we start a new job? We learn the ropes. We learn the new skills that we have to learn to be able to do that job to an adequate or good level. Okay, and if we want to get that promotion, we'll have to actually then master that skill to be able to develop that further, to be able to move up the ranks in that company, in that business that you're working your job. That's what you need to find in people. You need to find them to have at least a good attitude and be motivated. Because if they have those two, We can teach them the skills. They can learn the skills. But if they've got the skills or are willing to learn the skills, but they haven't got one of the others, then you're going to be fighting an uphill battle. And you have to ask yourself this question, and as much as it hurts me to say this, are you willing to spend your time trying to teach someone a good attitude or how to be motivated when you could be already out there dropping your fishing line and finding those that are motivated and do have good attitudes? You've got to decide for yourself as to which way you want to go. Are you going to waste your time and your efforts building, looking for those that maybe don't quite fit the mold that you're looking for? Or are you going to go out there and go, hey, you've got a good attitude, you seem motivated, how good are you willing to learn some skills on how to change your life? So it's very, very simple. The key takeaway: focus. Well, I wrote this: focus on finding prospects who want something more in their lives. You won't have to worry about motivation, and you can quickly check their attitude by seeing how they react to your suggestions. So straight away from one conversation, you'll know your prospect. You'll be able to disqualify them right away. So where are you looking for your prospects? That's another big thing. So what's this? Jeff, Leon, absolutely spot on. Absolutely. Jeff Boltinghouse, nope, got to have good attitude or I move on. Absolutely, exactly. If you haven't got the right attitude, you're never going to actually get very far with that person. They're always going to want to do their own thing, their own way, which, okay, that's fine, it's their own business. But when you've got a proven method, a proven process, a proven system, and they're not willing to take that, then why are you going to spend your time trying to get them to see that? Okay. Yes, great stuff. Appreciate it, Leon. It's so true. Finding prospects is easier when we know what we're looking for, motivated with good attitudes and willing to learn. It's that simple. You can sum it up in that little nutshell. Motivated people with good attitudes, willing to learn. There you go. That's what I wanted to cover. Anyone got any sort of skills can always be learned. However, the attitude and motivation needs to be there. Exactly. That perfect, Leon. Absolutely. So with that, anyone got any other feedback? Anyone else has got anything that they feel that maybe that's not quite right? Maybe you can give someone motivation. I know that sometimes external motivation can get people fired up and get them moving. We all watch motivational videos. We all get inspired by motivational speakers. Absolutely. But is that going to be enough to have someone be motivated day in, day out to achieve their goals and their vision and keep them moving forward? Or are they going to have to always, every day rely on that external motivation to try and keep pushing them forward for that motivation? You see, I'm a big believer in, and I've been tested to the hilt, especially recently over the last 6 to 12 months, on personal situations that I have in my life that are ongoing. And it's very hard to stay motivated, but I know I stay motivated because it's not from the external motivation that I share out into social media land and with others, but it's the drive and the internal motivation I have in here to succeed, to achieve what I want to achieve for my children, so they can have what I believe they deserve to have in life, and that's to have every opportunity open to them to explore and have at free will without having to strive, be challenged and be butted against to try and get to. You've got to, it comes from within, and if you can't find that motivation within, external motivation isn't always going to get you there. It'll get you there, get you halfway there, but you need to have the rest of it. What's this, Leon? Jeff, spot on. Absolutely, thank you, appreciate you, Jeff. Leon, you can dig deep and discover what will motivate your prospects with open and probing questions. Exactly. It's that's it in a nutshell. You will find what will get them. You just, like say, you got to just take that top layer off them, just dig a little bit deeper. Always be asking the questions, just to uncover a little pain or a problem that our product can solve. Exactly, and that is it, spot on. It doesn't matter what company you're with. And funny enough, I was watching one of our top earners, Jay Peso, is doing like a day with Jay Peso, and he's on episode 5. And actually, in that one, he turns around and he talks about oh man, it's gone out of my head. That's always the way, isn't it? What did he say? It's totally gone. I'll have to watch it back, and I'll put it down here below. But that's right. He's talking about his passion. You know, his passion's boxing, and people ask him, "Well, how did you get involved in the business that we're involved in?" And which is obviously our VIP Travel Club. But he turned around and said, "Well, it's not because I'm passionate about it. It's because when I was looking to see what can solve my challenge with boxing. I was struggling financially and mentally with my boxing, so I needed something to help push me in that area to be able to move me and elevate me up." And he saw network marketing. He saw what we were doing and how we were building a network to be able to, for him to be able to use that as a platform to be able to do it. And his example was, he says now that he's built this network within the network marketing arena, he said, if I was to come with a comeback fight now, he'd be able to sell out despite everyone who hasn't probably heard of him for a while, because of his network that he's built, because of the business he's built. He'd sell it out, no problem. And that's the whole thing. You know, you don't have to be absolutely passionate about it, but you can find anything in your product to be able to help someone else solve their problem, and that's the key. Like I say, Leon, you got it spot on. Uncover a little bit of pain or a problem that the product can solve, and you are there. I don't know how long I've been going on for. Can I check? Let me click that. Oh, 11 minutes, blimey. I've waffled for 11 minutes. I didn't even realise. Hey, look, I appreciate all of you for jumping on. Like I say, that post was a couple of days ago in the community. I've posted some other stuff in there as well to be able to help others. If you are open and want to be able to get some more regular sort of training like this, by all means, I'll put a link below here. Or in fact, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to put a link below there. I'm going to see how motivated you are. You can PM me and ask me for the link to be able to get into the community, and I can add you in that way. So let's see who's willing to get motivated. Let's see who's got that motivation within them to come and ask that question of me to be able to get into the community. Blessings to you all. Thank you all for popping on. Looking forward to seeing you, Leon, in September. I'm definitely going to be there. If I can get to a travel party before, I will certainly hook up with you and let you know. We're actually hooking up some stuff down here on the south coast, Gillian, myself and a few others. We're going to get some TPs going on down here live, so good stuff. Thanks, Matt. Have a great evening. Jeff, you have a great afternoon and evening. I don't know, what time is it over there? You're, what, six hours behind, so you've got the rest of the afternoon. Go and chill out and have a beer in the afternoon. You lucky, lucky man. I'm going to go to bed. Speak to you all soon. Like I always say, and I finish everything off, and as you can see above my head here, make today count. If you have that motivation, if you have that attitude within you, go do something to make today better than it was yesterday. So go make it count, and I will see you in the next broadcast. Take care, y'all.